You know,
Said to me an app with the location on it.
Yeah.
Reach out to her.
Me 3 times.
Gotta be part-time.
huh? She hasn't complained about it,
Dad, you have a
right?
board meeting.
She's definitely gonna call one of us.
That would be awesome, are you
I
kidding?
think he's going to the rehab facility tomorrow. So he's getting out and they want him
Okay.
to, once he can walk on his
Is
own.
it allowed work over there?
Yeah,
When I answer
It's
them,
Which would be nice.
How does it, what's the reality is, it's the machines you're using to transfer.
A lot of trips back and forth though, a lot of time.
I'm just saying. He knows he's watching right now. He's not here.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to get out there, but it's cold now. Like, when it's,
Yeah, it's cold. I don't know if those guys, that's tough.
Yeah, they gotta wind it.
Seven tables,
One in there,
three of them are,
smoke probably, but nothing.
the tables were, I got them from the.
Call the Lancaster Village Board meeting for January 26th to order. Please stand for a pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In the unlikely event of a fire or other emergency, please exit to the exit door and down the stairs and out the front of the rear of the building. Will the clerk treasurer please call the roll?
Mayor Schroeder,
Here.
Trustee Malone Schaefer,
Here.
Trustee Michaely,
here,
Trustee Miller,
Here.
Trustee O'Brien.
Here. All right, minutes of the meeting dated January 12th.
motion to approve?
We have a motion by trustee Michaely.
Second.
Second by trustee Miller to approve. Under the question, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion's carried. Abstract audited vouchers, please.
I'd like to make a motion that the treasurer be authorized to pay from the vouchers all the claims against the general sewer, trust, capital, equipment reserve, community development, and special repair reserve funds for the period from January 13th, 2026 to January 26th, 2026. Further, that the report of the Finance Committee be accepted from the abstract of the audited vouchers, and that all claims are paid against the general fund in the amount of $571,532.96, sewer fund in the amount of $12,836.15, trust fund in the amount of $773.87, totaling $585,142.98 for the period from December 23rd, 2025 to January 12th, 2026.
We have a motion by trustee Miller.
Second.
Second by trustee O'Brien to accept the abstract. Under the question, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion's carried. Listed correspondence, we have 6 pieces of listed correspondence this evening. We'll begin with correspondence from the Town of Lancaster Building Department providing a report of building permit applications, open complaints, inspections, and expired permits that were filed for the properties within the Village of Lancaster from January 2nd, 2026 to January 15th, 2026.
Motion to receive and file?
We have a motion to receive and file by trustee Michaely,
Second?
second by trustee Miller. Under the question, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion's carried. Second piece of correspondence is from New York County Clerk Michael P. Kearns and Western New York Law Center reaching out to schedule a visit in 2026 to discuss their work and collect complaints for potential zombie properties.
Motion to receive and file?
We have a motion to receive and file by trustee O'Brien,
Second?
second by trustee Miller. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Correspondence from Paul J. D'Orlando, Principal Contract Monitor, Erie County Department of Environment and Planning, providing notice that the West Strullard Park Splash Pad and Playground Improvements Project was not recommended for funding as part of the Community Development Block Grant Consortium for year 2026 funding application. However, there is a potential that that could be funding through another avenue.
Motion to receive and file?
We have a motion to receive and file by trustee O'Brien.
Second.
Second by trustee Malone Schaefer. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Fourth piece of correspondence is from Jordan Suda, providing notice of her resignation from employment as court clerk with the Village of Lancaster Justice Court, effective with her last day on January 16, 2026. Jordan will be joining the Lancaster Town Police Department.
I'd like to make a motion to receive and file.
We have a motion to receive and file by trustee Malone Schaefer,
Second?
Second by trustee Miller. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Correspondence from DPW Superintendent Wayne K. Cisco recommending to appoint employee Paul Rath to permanent status as laborer for the Department of Public Works following the successful completion of his probationary period effective on January 29th, 2026.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion to approve by trustee Mikely,
Second.
second by trustee O'Brien. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Correspondence from DPW Superintendent Wayne K. Cisco requesting approval to send 3 employees to the Western New York Stormwater Conference and Trade Show on March 31st, 2026 at the Buffalo Convention Center at a cost of $175 per person for registration.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by trustee Mikely to approve.
Second.
Second by trustee Malone Schaefer. Under the question, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. And we have 4 resolutions this evening. First resolution is to rename Packway to Dick Young Road effective on September 1st, 2026. I'll make that a motion.
Second?
Second by trustee Malone Schaefer. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Resolution that the Village of Lancaster Board of Trustees intends to establish itself as lead agency for the coordinated environmental review of a Type 1 action to adopt the Village of Lancaster and Village of Depew Joint Comprehensive Plan, and further to provide notice of this intent to involved and interested agencies to allow 30 days for them to object or provide comments related to this action.
Motion to approve?
We have a motion by trustee O'Brien.
Second.
Second by trustee Mikely. Under the question, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. Third resolution is to accept and approve the 2025 CMOM Activities Report as prepared by Watts Architects and Engineers and authorize the report to be submitted to the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation as required per the order on consent.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion by trustee Mikely.
Second.
Second by trustee O'Brien to approve. Under the question, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion is carried. Next resolution will require a roll call vote, and I will read the resolution of the Village of Lancaster Board of Trustees authorizing pursuant to Article 11A of the General Municipal Law of the State of New York an amendment to the existing defined contribution service award program currently administered by the Village of Lancaster for active volunteer firefighter members of the Lancaster Fire Department to be effective January 1st, 2026, stating that the service award program shall increase the maximum number of years of allowable service credit from 30 years to 40 years, and lowering the entitlement age from 65 to age 62, stating that all other provisions of the Village of Lancaster Service Award Program, which require voter approval to be amended, shall not change, and the program shall continue to be administered by the Village of Lancaster in accordance with such Article 11A of the New York State General Municipal Law, as such law is amended from time to time. We'll need a roll call vote for that.
We have to go on for the date.
The date, too.
Oh, I'm sorry, the date will be March 18th, and I believe polls will be open from noon to 9.
12 to 9. Right, and the full resolution's in the packet, and that'll all be documented.
Yes.
Ready for the, nothing
for
on
the
the
roll call.
question, ready for roll call vote?
Yeah.
Mayor Schroeder,
Yes.
trustee Malone Schaefer,
I'm going to abstain.
trustee Mikely,
Yes.
trustee Miller,
Yes.
trustee O'Brien.
Yes.
And report, so that is now approved, and that is it.
Can I just confirm the motion in the second?
Okay. We have a motion by,
the-
my-
Who made the motion?
I'll make the motion. That we need a second.
Second.
Second by trustee Miller. Under the question, all those in favor?
Aye.
Yep.
Aye.
Okay.
Opposed?
I've documented the votes 4-0 with 1 abstention.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Audience participation. We really don't have one in the audience. Is there anyone who would like to address the village board this evening? We have no one. We'll go on to committee reports, and we'll begin with finance and claims. Trustee Miller?
I have nothing new today.
Okay. Anything for finance and claims? If not, we'll go to public works. Chairman Mikely?
No update this evening.
Okay, public safety. I have no report this evening myself. Building lights and codes, Chairman Mickley.
Thank you. We did have a kickoff meeting last week with Cadeni Architects, and they also have an engineer working with us for a building condition assessment report. We've sent them some as many drawings as we have of the buildings, and again, this is of this building, of the municipal building, as well as the North End Fire Hall. They're going to start inspections. It's going to be a few months before we see anything back. They'll be here, and they're going to need a lot of help from DPW, I think, with access and with questions and all that. By the summer, we should have some reports here, which will give us a good feel for the condition of our buildings and let us know long-term what we need to prepare for as far as repairs and maintenance and upkeep. We did have a new access system here that was installed January 22nd. Hopefully now, with whatever initial hiccups there were, hopefully everything has been cured. That's all I have.
Okay, anything for Trustee Mickley? Now we'll go to Human Resources, Trustee Malone Schaefer.
Nothing other than with the acceptance now of Ms. Suita's resignation letter. We were in the process of accepting applications for that position. Interviews are being held this week, and hopefully there's a replacement that the judges find here shortly to fill her position. Other than that, I have nothing else.
Okay, anything for Chairman Schaefer? Community events?
Nothing this evening.
Okay, economic development, I have nothing to report this evening. Sewer, Chairman Mickley?
Thank you. Before, one more thing on the building license codes. Mike, would you mind removing the oldest outstanding item under building license codes was municipal building reports from CPL, some report for the west wall, which was almost 4 years ago. That can be removed, I think, because the new reports we get are going to be more encompassing. And we did send that report to Cadeni. For sewers, we did have a committee meeting last week. Next up will be, from that meeting, well, a few things, just to go in order. Pleasant Avenue project is a project, something that was discovered, unearthed, let's say, in 2024. And it's about 7 different properties which have interconnections into the sewer. It's a project that once we, in I think, March of 2024, October 2024, this board had agreed to undertake the project because it was important and it could help with some sewer issues. We had applied for 2 different grants, neither of which we received. So we are going to go forward with that project anyway. We will have, within the upcoming weeks, proposals from Watts. The plan is to have construction begin just after the 4th of July. We don't want to rip up Pleasant Avenue too early in the summer. That's where the parade goes.
Thank
But
you.
coincidentally, Tammy, it's no coincidence, but the timing of it is that we do have from Watts a schedule, a list of when things can get done. If it goes out to bid, bids come back by a certain date, it would open everything up to happen right after the parade. The CMOM report was in our folders and was accepted tonight. That's an annual report that Watts prepares for us, and it really is just a good ongoing, as I mentioned in the board meeting, it's a good way to look at what the village has been doing to improve the sewers over the past few years. It goes back to, I think, 2019. It's worth taking a look at in plain English. Anyone who wants to can look at that and see all the improvements that the village has made to the sewers over the past 6 years. And then finally, one thing that came out of our sewer committee meeting was we've been every year or so, we've been doing new inspections of mini systems, and mini system number 5 will likely be the next one, and Watts will be putting together a proposal and see whether or not we can do this year or not. That's all I have.
Anything for Trustee Mickley? Now we'll move on to grants. Chairman O'Brien?
The Plum Bottom Creek Culvert Project started up this past weekend. Progress meetings on that project will start next week and continue on bi-weekly till the end of the project. From what I understand, there wasn't too many issues getting access to the staging area. Maybe one car that had to be relocated, but otherwise, that's moving forward. I mentioned during the work session that Amy sent out a contract documents for the ZEV grant for the charging stations. Just asked the board members take a look at that and provide any feedback to Amy by the 30th. For the Central Avenue streetscape updates and mobility hub creation, there will be a public presentation on February 26th, which is a Thursday, from 5:30 to 7 in this building. Dee Donato is going to come and they put together a PowerPoint presentation, explain the project, what changes we can expect, and they will also have stations around the room where people can look at maps and site plans and ask questions and get and provide opinions on the project. As Trustee McAlee mentioned, yeah, unfortunately, the application for the WQIP grant was denied. So that will be taken out of my committee and then just moved into, I guess, an active project that the village will pursue under its own funding. And as the mayor mentioned, when referencing the correspondence from Paul D'Orlando, the splash pad project was not funded. However, there may be opportunities to find more funding in that program later on in the spring. So we're still working on getting that moving along. And finally, at the last meeting, I had mentioned a Parks and Recreation grant opportunity that may be used to do some upgrades in Cougar Creek Park. It looks like that park, just based on some procedural issues, won't qualify for that grant. There's certain criteria that the New York State looks for when funding these park projects, and that area does not meet it at this time. We could make steps in that direction, but there's not really any way to do it before the application deadline of February 6th. And that's it for grants.
Okay.
Mike, may I well just, as you move that out of the Pleasant Avenue, out of sewer, I'm sorry, out of grants, just put it into sewer.
Okay.
Okay, anything for Trustee O'Brien? If not, tech and marketing?
I have nothing this evening.
Okay, climate smart, Chairman O'Brien.
My one note here is just to let everybody know that Dare to Repair Cafe will be here in the village again in this building on March 7th from 11 to 2. If you don't know, Dare to Repair encourages individuals to bring in, damaged items or broken items like a lamp that doesn't turn on or a vacuum cleaner that doesn't suck. They have expert DIYers here that can, fix them, tweak them, or let you know that, no, this is safe to throw out. It's beyond repair. It's a lot of fun. It was a really good time last year. So I recommend looking in your attic, looking for that device that doesn't do what it's supposed to do, and maybe bring it by to have it fixed on the 7th.
Okay, very good. That does it for committees. Department head reports. Superintendent Cisco, thank you and your crew for the wonderful job that you guys have done over the last few days. I mean, we got a lot of snow in a short period of time, and I watch the plows up and down the street. I mean, they're out there, they're getting it done.
Oh, we appreciate that too. We try to make it sure everything gets done, and like I said earlier about the salt issue, just so people know that we're gonna supposedly be getting it Wednesday. So we're on our, I don't know, probably a quarter of a truck bin still full. So we do have some left, but hopefully it'll be here by Wednesday. But other than that, everything seems to be going well. We're gonna just clean out some spots coming out because all the dead ends and stuff have overflow of snow. So we'll be doing that for this week and cleaning everything up. But other than that, everything else is going pretty good.
Oh, good. Good to hear. Again, thanks for the great job. Clerk Treasurer Stegmeyer.
Nothing else other than what I mentioned about the building access earlier.
Okay. Fire Chief Feldman, nice to see you. Glad you could join us tonight.
The state let me out for a night. Sorry that no one was here. We had OSHA the night of last meeting.
Not a problem.
But for the year of 2025, we finished with 405 calls. We had over 3,600 training hours by our members. We are currently hosting a fire police class here in this building. It had 12 of our members, and I think it's like 75 members across the county are coming here for this class, which is really needed with how much traffic control that we do for all of our events and everything like that. And then we're moving forward on a couple. We're going to work on the V-Fire grant. We're getting quotes and stuff for something right now. And other than that, you guys got any questions for me?
What was the number the year before you? 4 or 5 this year, was it down?
54 to 2024.
Yeah.
441 calls for 20.
Yeah, so I set the record, so
Yeah,
I've got the top
yeah.
two as chief.
This is still second? This is the second
This is
highest?
the second highest, yeah, I don't think we broke 400.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
How's our new pumper coming along?
It's still on track for December for final construction, and then we should take delivery like a month or two after that. So
Nice.
It'll be beginning of 26, so 27.
Year from now.
Yeah, roughly a year from now. It seems like a long process, but there's other fire departments that have been waiting 5-6 years for their trucks. They still haven't even, I think Twin District is just finally went for their final construction. They put theirs into bid 2 years prior to us.
Oh, wow.
So we're lucky that we've got the manufacturer that we do and they're moving forward with it. But right now, we haven't had any updates from them other than we're just on track, so.
Okay,
If I hear anything, I will let you know.
just curious.
But, yeah, it is moving forward.
Oh, very good.
Okay.
Thanks, chief.
Yep.
Cap, anything from PD? No? Okay. Very good. Miscellaneous, anybody have anything else they'd like to discuss this evening? If not, I'd ask that we stand for a moment of silence in memory of Joel Crystal, village resident who passed away. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you.